2 years ago, I raised $15,000 from investors to build Qubit, which is a new planning technology. I'll be sharing the mistakes that I made, as well as just a few things that I actually did right when raising money, and that makes it easier for you when you're ready to go raise money. You don't have to wait around for a nonprofit or university grant. Okay, so planning today is a minefield. There are angry people, there's politics, there's people manipulating studies. And these minds get in the way of us building amazing places, which is why we all went into planning in the first place. Technology is one tool in our tool belt for building amazing places. We can use technology to spend less time on politics and angry people. We can use technology to crunch more data faster and to consider more points of view. And who better to invent that new technology than the people in this room? You already know what the problems are and the solutions. But back to real life. We all have marriages, families, mortgages. We can't just quit our jobs and go and build new technology. That's why raising a small amount of money is so powerful. You can see if anyone will pay for your technology without losing your house, your marriage, or your mind. To raise technology today, investors want to know that your technology will make them money. They want to see signed contracts from 25 customers saying that they're actually going to pay X dollars when you deliver Y. It's even better if you can get 10 people to actually pay you money for a crappy version 1.0. So step one of raising money is to find a problem that people will pay you to solve. My heroes, 37 Signals, write a blog about building businesses based on solving your own problems. Solving my own problems was one of the few things that I actually did right with Qubit. 2 years ago, it used to take me 40 hours to pull demographic data for my planning projects. 40 hours of pulling data sucks. So my co-founder and I built Qubit to solve my personal problem. And today, over 500 people use Qubit to get demographic data in seconds. People pay for sucking less. When you identify a problem that people will pay you money for, you're going to get really excited. What you'll want to do is stick your head in the sand and start crafting your solution. This is exactly what I did, and I did months of research that I never used in the real world. So instead of sticking your head in the sand and start working on that solution, instead, listen to your potential customers. And as planners, you'll be much better at doing this than technologists are. Listen to these customers, how they talk about your problem, and ask them how they solve that problem today. Listening will save you months of work, and it will save you tons of money. Step 3 is to build a version 1.0 in your garage at nights and on the weekends. A 1.0 could be as simple as an interactive PowerPoint. You don't need to know how to code to build a basic 1.0 to convey your idea to someone. This is a replica garage of where Apple Computer was started. Big things can come out of building in your garage at nights and on the weekends. Step 4 is to launch your 1.0 and collect data. How many people take a tour? How many people sign up for a demo? This part is where you get the 25 people saying, yes, I will pay you X dollars as soon as you release features Y and Z. But what's most likely going to happen at this stage is nothing. This is exactly what happened when I launched Qubit. No visitors, no feedback, and nobody's going to sign up to buy. So if this happens to you, you'll need to do some marketing to get people to your site. So let's say your marketing's working, you've got those 25. Step 5 is to find a nerd. Qubit's chief nerd is Anthony, and he specifically asked that I tell you that this is not his photo. You convince a nerd to partner with you by sharing the data that you collected from your 25 customers. Step 6 is to talk to investors. A majority of companies start off raising money by asking their friends and families. Now that could be a good option for some people, but it can also make family gatherings even more uncomfortable than they already are. Another group of investors that you can raise money from are angel investors. An angel investor is a rich person who buys a small portion of a young company for fun and profit. Ideally, an angel investor will provide you with advice as well as capital. You find angel investors on AngelList. And finally, seed incubators are a new source of investment. Qubit was invested in by the seed incubator Capital Factory. Capital Factory invests in 5 companies every year, giving them up to $20,000 in cash, $20,000 in free services, and 20 mentors to help you build your business. By far, it was the 20 mentors to help us build our business that was the most valuable. Step 7 is to apply, apply, apply. Talk to your friends and family while you're talking to the angel investors, while you're applying to the seed incubators. Because at this stage, you don't know who's going to say yes. And step 7.5 is to cash your check. It's an amazing feeling when that check hits the bank account, let me tell you. Because it's a vote of confidence in you personally, but also in your vision of how you're trying to make planning a better field, an easier field. You're trying to help people be successful in building those amazing places. So just to be clear, technology itself does not result in amazing places. It's a tool in a planner's tool belt. But it's a tool that lets us sidestep planning minefields, crunch more data faster, and consider more points of view. So that was a real quick overview in the different steps that it takes to raise money. I just launched a blog post about an hour ago that has detailed resources about how you can be successful at each of the different steps. So that's on my blog, qubitplanning.com/blog. Also, if you have specific questions, you can find me volunteering at the Twitter table at the APA conference. So if you want to talk about specifics for your ideas, please let me know. I promise not to steal your ideas because I have a million of my own. So please let me know.